Howdy. So we got another Ford computer here, a little bit newer than the last video, but not much. This is a EEC-V, and this one come in because they said they're losing ignition coils on one of the banks. Like the whole bank is going out. They suspect that there's something faulty in the ECU, which wouldn't surprise me. That's pretty typical for these. So let's go ahead and open it up, and we will probably check the drivers either with my meter or with the curve tracer and see if we see any oddity. Alright, so I've got my UCE curve tracer here set up. Pretty decent piece of equipment there. This one's a bit expensive, but it works really good. I really like the software that comes with it. It just makes my life easier when I'm building my databases and stuff. That's kind of all built into it. You can get much cheaper curve tracers to do the same thing, but I wanted to support the guy. He did good work. The software makes my life just a lot easier. So there it is. That's an excellent piece of equipment to have. But anyway, back to the job here. We're going to check these drivers. So I'm just going to take my black probe and I'm going to hook it onto this little screw here, which should be grounded. Okay, and then I'm going to check all my transistors, right, our drivers. And I didn't pin this out, so I don't know which one is which, but we have 10. This is a V10. So I'm going to call this one 1 through 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here, we'll do these, and we'll still probably call them 1 through 5, just for simplicity. But so looking at it, since it's upside down, now we have emitter, collector, base. Right, so emitter's on the left, base is on the right. I'm going to check driver 1. I'm going to check the emitter, and that's the signal that we have there. Check this one. For driver 2, we have the same. 3, we have the same. 4, we have the same. And 5, we have the same. So all the emitters are checking out to have the same signature. That's good. Now let's check the collectors. I don't know why that thing's flashing like that. I think I had it. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I have it on where it captures the old signal. Let's not do that right now. Okay, so this is collector of driver 1, collector of driver 2, collector of driver 3, driver 4, and here's driver 5. So far, the emitter and the collector is the same on all 5 of these. Let's check the base. That's our signature from the base. Good. They all look exactly the same. So that's good. So on the surface, all 5 of those are, I would say, they either have to all 5 be bad or they're all 5 good. I'm going to say they're all 5 good. Now, I don't have I'm not sure. I probably do have a database saved for this unit. I have a lot of them saved, but for this, we don't need to look it up. We're just going to, compare apples to apples. And if we find the orange, then, that's not right. The orange would be bad. All right, we're going to flip over to the other side. And now, since it's reversed, our base is still on the right here, and our emitter is on the left. So we're going to start over. This is driver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. We're going to check the base of all. So this is driver 1. Looks a little bit different than the other side, but that's okay because we're on a different ground point here, which could be what's making it look different. No. Okay, so this one is different than that one, but they're on a different bank, so there might be a little bit of difference between these two because of the other circuitry. In theory, they should be the same because they both should be working off the same type of circuit. but they'll be using different, chips, so it might be just a little bit different. So let's just compare with each bank, and so far, this bank, all the drivers are the same. Okay, so now all the bases were the same. I'm going to move on to the collector. Driver 1 looked good. Driver 2 looked good. Driver 3, look at that. That is different. So driver 3 was different. Let's check driver 4. Driver 5. So it looks like we have found our orange. And now I'm going to go back and use this compare mode. So on the software, I selected the probe mode OPC, and what that does is it saves it. Okay, you see how it made a red mark there? That saves that. So now when I go here to check this one, I can see just how different it was. You see the old mark, the red, that's what it should be. And the yellow is what we're probing on this back. So I believe we have a faulty driver right here. Now, before I all willy-nilly go and just yank him out of there, I want to check the resistor for the base, because a lot of times they can, just get loose, get cracked. A lot of times they actually go back. So, see, our base is right here. Kind of hard to get up in there. I want to get this probe right on the base, and I want to get this probe on this side of the resistor, and we see 1K resistance, so that's not the problem. So the resistor is good, so most likely the driver is bad. So now we're going to go ahead and pull. Let me see if I can get this thing off. Is this all? Oh, this is all one piece. I gotta take them all off. This thing's gonna be a pain in the butt to get back on. I guarantee you that. But it's all one piece. Alright. And I don't visibly see any damage to the driver. But it definitely was sus. Okay, let's see if we can get him up. Yep, we didn't damage our pad there. We don't have to replace that. I'm going to scratch away some of this conformal coating. We're going to get a solder socket and just get that guy right out of there. Alright, looks like I got everything in focus now. Let's go ahead and try to get this guy out. I'm going to put a little bit of solder here just to kind of hopefully move that conformal coating out of the way. And you know what? This one's actually easier just to take and use a bigger tip like this with a lot of solder. And it will just come right out. Just like that.
Alright, so we've got the driver out here. Let's check to see if it's going to read on here. And it's showing as 2 resistors, so I don't think that's right. Try it again. Yep. Alright. Alright, so I found a good transistor here. It took me forever to find it. For some reason I've put my 220s away and couldn't remember what I did with them, but Let's see what a good one looks like on here. And there you go. So this is showing up as an NPN. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one put in. Okay, just gonna get some wick here. And maybe a solder sucker here make it a little bit easier. There we go. And should be able to just slide him right in now. Try to get him at the same height, because that will make it easier to put this other thing on. I think that's about right. Put a little bit more flux here. Okay, and then see, that one's not on. Let's just use the big guy. All right, we'll clean this up a little bit. Now we will repeat our original test and let's see if everything looks normal now. Actually, I gotta solder this. I missed a spot. There we go. All right. So we're gonna put our black probe on the same screw. Let's check the base pin. Okay, now let's check this one. Okay, that matches now. Now let's check this one. And now it matches. Finally, we're gonna check the emitter here. And let's check this one. And they match. So we are all done. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and just go through it with normal testing. Again, I'm gonna check a few other things in the circuit, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it. All right, well, I guess you want to see how I put this clamp back on. First thing we'll do is I'm gonna put this back case here. Then I'm gonna set it on here, okay, just like that. And if you can push it down just to get on top of them a little bit, just to kind of get this, you know, curled piece kind of not on the top of the package, but kind of down, you know, as flat past the edge as you can get it is best. But then I just take these little clamps, okay, and just slowly get it in a good position. Okay, I gotta make sure that this piece goes past the top of the package. So if it doesn't, it will push the whole package down and bend the legs. Okay, so you gotta be easy at first. And see, like this one is on top of the package, so I have to get this screwdriver here to bend it out as I push it down. Okay, let me make sure. Yep. So I'm past the top of the packages now, so now I'm safe to just clamp it all the way down. Okay. And that is it. That is on there now. Is it? And then there they are there. So that is it. That's how I put that back on. If you try to do it a different way, it is very difficult. So you definitely want some kind of clamp to hold it, and then just gently make sure these are not crushing the packages down. So anyway, there you go.